For this activity, you'll create a hanging photo frame with a collage or assemblage. You'll explore symbolism through color, materials, and other visuals, inspired by Joana Vasconcelos' Valkyrie Mumbet. For this activity, you'll need paper and something to write with, photo or other two memorabilia such as a drawing or flyer, thin cardboard or cardstock such as from a cereal box, a ruler, scissors or a cutting knife, a cutting board, though that's optional, craft glue, hot glue, and or fabric glue, a ribbon or a strong string, construction paper and or fabric, and other items to create your assemblage with, such as colored string, beads, pom-poms, photos to collage with, ribbons, old jewelry and charms, or whatever you have on hand. Joana Vasconcelos' Valkyrie Mumbet is a tribute to Elizabeth Mumbet Freeman. She was a historic woman who was born enslaved, but her brave actions to gain her freedom helped end slavery in Massachusetts. The sculpture uses different colors, patterns, materials, and objects to tell a story about Freeman's achievements. According to Lisa Tung, this work uses gold pom-poms and metallic beads, which represent Freeman's gold bead necklace, a symbol of the success she gained during her lifetime. The various fabric patterns reference Vasconcelos' cultural background and the role her country played in the slave trade. Using colors, patterns, or objects like this to represent another idea is a form of visual symbolism, telling a story without words. After viewing and or reading about the exhibit, where and how do you think symbolism is used in the Valkyrie Mumbet? Now that you have an understanding of how a story can be told without words, you can do the same. Pick a photo or other piece of memorabilia. It can be of a person or event in your life, or a historic person or event that has importance to you. You'll create a collage or assemblage on the photo frame you will make based on this image. A collage uses different 2D elements such as photos, fabric, and colored paper to create an image, while an assemblage can include different 3D objects. Think about the ideas present in your chosen object, then think about how you might be able to turn those ideas into visuals. Some ways to do this may be through colors, shapes, and the materials you decide to use. You can write or draw your ideas on paper before you begin. Step 1. Constructing the frame. To create the photo frame, you'll first need to cut out 2 rectangles of the same size from your cardboard. Use your ruler to measure out the rectangles, making sure they are larger than your chosen photo. Then, use scissors or a craft knife to carefully cut them out. If you're using a craft knife, be sure to put a cutting board below the cardboard to protect the surface you are working on, and get an adult to help you when handling sharp objects. Step 2. Using your ruler and a pencil, pen, or marker, draw a smaller rectangle on the inside of one rectangle. This will be the piece you cut out from the frame, so make it a bit smaller than your photo. After you're finished drawing the rectangle, you can cut this out using your craft knife and a cutting board. If you're using scissors, you can make a single cut at one of the corners of the rectangle, then cut along the lines of the rectangle. Step 3. Cover the 2 rectangles on one side with construction paper or fabric by tracing your rectangles onto the fabric or paper, cutting out the traced shapes, and then gluing them onto your frames. Step 4. To place the photo inside the frame, first test out where the photo will fit inside by placing it on top of the large rectangle, then placing the rectangle with the cutout on top of the photo. You can then use your craft glue or a glue stick to glue 3 sides of the frame closed using glue only at the very edges, making sure that the sides with fabric or paper attached are facing out. When the glue has dried, you can try putting your photo back in the frame to make sure it fits. Step 5. After the two frames have been glued together, you can now create your collage or assemblage on your frame. You can draw on the construction paper with fabric or marker, cut out photos from magazines or shapes from fabric to collage with, add beads and strings, or do whatever else you can think of. Think about how your additions tell a story and how they represent your photograph. Step 6. Glue the beginning and end of a ribbon or string to the back of your frame, then wait for it to dry. You'll now be able to hang it. You finished!